Yo, how's it going? How's everybody doing today? Mm, mm. Sorry, I'm eating breakfast. Almost done. It's really good though. It's really good breakfast. Okay. Sausage and potatoes and eggs. So good. So good. I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of the bowl and we'll get started, okay? Okay. Be right back. Alrighty. Okay. How y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Let me get Nier open. Dude, I'm good. 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 We're good. Yes. I'm doing good. Gonna be a good weekend, man. It's gonna be a great weekend. Wonderful weekend. Let's play some Nier, shall we? Let's go feel bad about ourselves for beating up a monster. Because Yoko Taro. Dude, I hope I don't have to do any more audiobooks today. I really don't want to do more audiobooks. I think I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Trying not to make that same mistake that I did a little bit ago. Okay. I didn't play it all over the week. I've just been doing other stuff. So, okay. Yeah, okay. So let's just keep going with the main plot. We're technically going through Route B, I think, which is like replaying the end of Route A. But with more context, I think we're right before the shipwreck thing. So let's go do that a minute.
Hey, Popola.
Ah, you're back.
I am back. It's good to see you again, Popola.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lord's key?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some
Liar.
time.
I see. Well, can I take something?
Oh, how about this? Well, can I...
Sure.
All right.
This feels alarmingly familiar.
I'm sure that couple is merely having another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
I do think that this quest is well done, I will say. It's a little interesting that's inserted in the main quest, but I do think it's well done. I do like it. Hey, cheekies.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh?
Oh, this is new. This is a flashback to when the postman first found her, probably. Hey there, Mr. Postman. Right, because we're gonna get more context on the girl and the postman and stuff here. Okay. Mr. Postman, maybe better, Mr. Postman. Oh, right, we gotta go talk to the lady first. My bad, we gotta find out that he disappeared, shipwreck, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Forgot that we can't just skim through this, or we can, I just have to skip the dialogue to do it. Oh, wow, he's missing. We haven't found him. Okay.
All right.
And here we go again. Shall we begin?
Here we
by
go
asking
again,
around at
Vice.
the tavern like before?
Damn it!
Hey there.
Were you
Yeah, the
hard? Anyway, I think his brother.
thanks for the tip.
Say,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. More flashbacks. Okay.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that? Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now. Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway? Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared.
To think that couple's petty squabbles have become something of an attraction for the locals.
Doesn't surprise me in the least. Seeing people like that puts a little spring in your step, you know?
You humans truly are a maddening bunch. Such buffoonery does little more than wear this old tome out.
Well, regardless. Yeah, I don't know. So, okay, so here's the thing for me, right? Like, I don't think this hits me as hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but when people, this whole context thing of like, oh wow, look, these monsters had backstories. Yeah, it was freaking obvious they had backstories. Like, this whole time, it was obvious that they had backstories and that there was something going on. Granted, maybe that's partly because I played Automata, so, you know, I kind of know how Yoko Taro likes to do things. But it was obvious there was more going on, especially with this one, right? But, like, even if there is more going on, does it matter? They're still...
Hey there. How you feeling?
I don't know. It just doesn't bother me, the fact that they're people, because we're people too. I don't... And I care more about me than I do with them. I care more about my friends than their friends. Sorry. Maybe that's selfish, but that's how it is.
Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today.
If there was another way to resolve this, yeah, that would have been better. I still blame Popola and Devola, to be honest. Doesn't mean I don't have sympathy for them, but
Oh, easy there.
I still find them to be the
Jeez,
ones
you must have been
responsible for
starving.
so much.
Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you.
Well,
so
though, maybe
just
it's unfair to
take it
place
easy
all the
so you
blame
don't
on them.
choke on it, okay?
They were put in the position that they were put into. Still, they didn't do anything to get themselves out of it.
So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid. You got a name? Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise. Yeah, what about Louise? I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think? Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise.
We searched the southern plains back when the wife ran off too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
Lots changed since then. So it's kind of nice when we find something that hasn't. The fact that couple is still arguing almost fills me with, I don't know, hope, I guess.
If you ask me, that particular couple could benefit from a little change.
Oh, hey, it's you. What's up?
You're related to the ferryman who carries a red bag around, right?
Yeah, he's my little brother. Haven't seen him in a while, though.
A shame. Have you any idea where he may have absconded to?
Not a clue. Like I said, I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but the last time I did see him, he said something about using his ferry to deliver letters. Maybe you should try talking to someone at the post office.
I guess we could ask the postman over in Seafront.
Just once, I would enjoy receiving a quest that can be solved
Gosh,
in the
dang it,
general
Cat.
vicinity of the Asker.
Be right back, Cat wants in. You know what? It's nice outside. She can stay out, actually. You know what?
Say, if you happen to run into my brother, you mind telling him to stop home and see his family every now and again?
Well, that's never happening. Sorry, bud.
I cannot believe how many trips we have made simply to track down a single man.
It's all right to do this kind of thing every now and then.
I only pray this is not the calm before some manner of storm. Say there, lad, have you ever penned a missive?
You mean a letter? No. I'm not big on writing. It always takes me forever to figure out what I want to say.
What's to figure out? One simply takes quill in hand and unleashes their soul upon the canvas of the page.
Whatever you say, Vice.
The mailbox is empty today. I hope I get a letter from Box tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think he's big on writing letters, apparently.
Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something. Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well, what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look. If you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly. What's wrong? Don't you want to see? Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight. Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time in the dark, huh? Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that sound?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to care. I don't know. I think, so here, I've run into this writing trope with other Eastern media and more so like Chinese, like Korean media, where they like introduce characters, give them a backstory, and then kill them off. And it frustrates me to no end because it's like, why are you giving me the backstory on this guy while he's dying? Like, what are you expecting me to do? Are you expecting me to care? If you wanted me to care about this character, you should have given me his backstory before killing him off. Like, what? Why would I care now, right? Like I don't understand. Maybe it's just different sensibilities or there's something I'm missing from it, but I just don't care. Like, how am I supposed to care about this character that you've just killed off or are in the process of killing off? It just doesn't, I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me to no end. I don't know if that's like just a cultural difference or like supposed to be getting something more out of it or whatever, but it just bothers me, man. Anyway, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just bothersome. It's a writing style I don't appreciate.
Hey, I just... no. Still, I thought actually not on...
Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today.
Oh, this is rendered in actual color, so this means that it's in real time. It's going on right now.
What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this.
Is he singing or playing an instrument? Animation says singing, but sounds like more like an instrument.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song. Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step. Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier. I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing. Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there, but you're actually pretty good. You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died. She used to hum this same song a lot. I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something, and I guess it just kind of stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago. Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's like sad, but
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
A shipwreck, is it? I suppose we might as well investigate, seeing as how we lack any other tenable leads.
Right. Let's head for the inlet. Kaine. Emil.
is Nier good? That is a good question. Is Nier good? Yoko Taro likes to try things. Whether or not they always land is kind of up to you. I think that as a game, Nier Replicant is passable. It tries interesting things that a lot of other games don't try. I think Nier Automata is a bit more polished, especially in the combat department, since it's basically just Bayonetta combat. The worst part of Automata's combat is just the leveling system. It doesn't need to be there because Bayonetta's combat is pretty good already. The story, I don't know. Yoko Taro likes to try things. He's very good at using the camera with different angles to change up gameplay, and he's very adept at using the camera to change a scene and do different things. And he likes to change things up quite a bit, which is interesting, especially if you've played a lot of other games. But at the same time, his stories I feel like can be really hit or miss. It kind of depends on how much you like it. And also, because he has routes where you replay sections of a game from a different character's perspective, replaying certain sections can get repetitive because it's the same places you've already been to and some of the same side quests. Like, you can take on some of the same side quests with like slightly different dialogue as a different character. So are they good games? Yes. Are they masterpieces? I don't know. That's a little more iffy, I think. I think your how much you like the story is kind of be more dependent on you and how much you like
What's going on?
Yoko Taro's style
I
story.
haven't seen you two come into Seafront in, well, ever, I guess.
He also has a bad habit of relying way too much on exposition through other mediums. So, for example, there's a lot of good backstory for a character in Automata that you get in the second half of the game, but it's all in like an anime. Or there's a side story that you can read for the characters in that game as well, but it's like a short story basically, and it's all text. Same thing with this game. This game makes you read like short stories in the form of text for its main plot, which is pretty annoying. It would be less annoying if I wasn't streaming it, because then I would just read through it and not have to read it out loud and everything for the purposes of stream. But it's still kind of annoying, and if you're the kind of person who likes playing video games for playing a game, I don't know, it's weird. Because, like, the gameplay is just kind of okay, I would say, for this game, and it's pretty good for Automata, but it's not, like, the main focus. The main focus is the story. From a gameplay standpoint, they're just okay, I think. From a story standpoint and the way they use the camera and stuff. No way am I reading short stories for main story dog, yeah. like the whole backstory for one of the characters here is told, like the whole prologue is told through like a short story, which apparently is because they just didn't have the resources to make a full cutscene for it, which is, I guess, fair, but like also the way they do it is really dumb, where like they give it to you all at once at the start of like replaying a section, because you get like one ending and then you go and like play from another character's perspective, but they start that new character perspective by giving their whole backstory through a short story, which is written fairly well, but they really should have paced it out better because they just dump all of it on you at once. Like there's literally 3 chapters or whatever, and it's fine, it's written fine, but like they should have spaced it out at least and only made the first chapter like mandatory. And then if you want to, you can like read the rest. Obviously it would have been better to have like an actual cutscene for it, but apparently they just didn't have the budget for it in the original, so they had to do but Yoko Taro still wanted it in there, so they just did through a text like short story, which is fine, like I said, but they still could have like paced it out better.
Sorry for the surprise. Kaine said she
I don't know, that's the thing, is like people have told me like the original version of this game, the one that was on the PS3 and 360, this is like the remaster remake kind of version of it. Like the original version was like kind of on a shoestring budget, and they didn't have like a ton of resources to do everything that they wanted to do, so some things had to be cut here and there, and Automata was like a more complete version with more funding in some ways, having similar ideas and both in gameplay and narrative, but like being more fleshed out and like being able to do most of the things they wanted to. I will say I think it's better to play this game first, then play Automata, just for a more complete experience. But you don't have to play this game to play Automata. But there's a lot of references to this game in Automata.
Strange how? Like a shade?
Maybe? Not sure.
As far as the combat goes, the
There's
original
some
is
kind of
kind of clunky
sound,
action
something coming from
RPG
overhead.
combat. The remaster here was tuned up a little bit with input from the people who made the combat for Automata, so it feels fairly decent to play. It's nothing too crazy, but I would say it's like somewhere on the level of like, if I had to put it in Kingdom Hearts terms, it's like 358 over 2 days, or 358 over 2 days, or Birth by Sleep. I think Birth by Sleep is a good comparison.
Nothing.
Some big flashy abilities that are fun to use, but not a lot of hit registration. Like, you can break an enemy's guard, but there's not like a lot of, it doesn't feel like your attacks have a super huge amount of weight to them, and you still have like the RPG systems. So not necessarily a bad combat system, just one that lacks a little bit of oomph from that you would expect from like an actual like something like DMC or whatever, right? But that's fine, because it's a JRPG first instead of an action game. Part of my problem with Automata was I went into it expecting an Bayonetta-style action game, and what I got instead was a JRPG with Bayonetta's combat. So I think it's worth looking into, but like I said, the stories can be kind of hit or miss. I think honestly,
So, were you able to write that letter?
I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, I do think that like playing this then Automata would be a better overall experience, but I do think Automata is the better game overall. So like, if you're gonna try and see if you like the series, then maybe playing Automata first would be best. But like, also playing this game first does add quite a bit to Automata. So no, I'm having a decent amount of fun. We're replaying through a section from a different character's point of view right now, and you're getting some more backstory on some of the characters that we saw in the first playthrough. So
You know,
just kind of
now
running
that
through
I've
it.
Taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no.
But yeah,
reason
it's
to
okay.
rush.
It's okay. It's good, but it's a bit of an acquired taste. Yoko Taro's trying things, he's experimenting, which I can appreciate, but because you're experimenting, sometimes the experiment doesn't always work, right? And it would be a bit more hit or miss for certain people.
It makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking. How about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice, of course. Huh? The floor's wet. Wait, is this blood? Oh dear. Are you...
Oh, baby, that is one hell of a smell. We got something real nasty nearby, eh, Sunshine? Come on, don't tell me you ain't picked up on it yet. You of all people gotta know what this smell means.
This ship is in poor condition indeed. Do try not to thrash about and bring its timbers down around us, hussy.
Whatever.
You sure you're all right, Kaine?
You really shouldn't push yourself. Hey, I've got an idea. How about you and me search outside and get...
Sounds good.
A meal is...
Alright, time to do the ship section again. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute.
This place is pretty gloomy. I'm having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Look, that...
And there's... Wait,
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I do want to like the Nier games. I feel like Yoko Taro needs like one more chance to keep refining his ideas. I feel like I can see it. I can grasp what he's trying to get at, and I think if he goes and like does one more big game and further refines this one more time, I think it could be a masterpiece. I think if he goes and like he keeps refining his vision, I think he can make something really amazing. And I think Nier Automata is pretty great, but it could be. Will there be another game though? Yoko Taro apparently has started. He's talked about this recently. He wants to make a new game, and apparently multiple projects have been started and just canceled throughout the last several years since Automata came out. He says, yeah, I'm getting paid, but it is frustrating that I haven't been able to actually put out any new games. Because, you know, he would like to make new games, and he would like to...
What the heck?
We've no time. We've no time.
So, he does want to put out something. It's just like he's started various projects, and because of like company stuff or various things, they've just been canceled, unfortunately. But yeah. So this is what I'm kind of saying, like about him being good at using the camera. There are various sections of this and Automata where they'll like change the perspective of the camera to be like on a 2D plane, or even like up above. Like there's a section of this game that basically turns into like a top-down dungeon crawler kind of vibe to it.
The exit.
And in blood, no doubt, we made this ship up. This.
But yeah.
This ship.
Only one way.
I don't know. He makes interesting stuff. Not always. I don't know. It kind of feels like almost like an indie. I think what it is he's almost feels like an indie developer working with AA or AAA resources.
Now let
Like,
no
this
more
is
time be
original
wasted
version
in
of this
our
game was
search for the
basically a
townsfolk.
AA game, and this is just the polished up version of it. And Automata feels kind of like
Wait.
somebody who's a bit more experimental and a bit more indie got a chance to oh, it's her practicing her singing. Yeah.
Whatever that sound was,
This is a voice pipe.
which means the girl.
Hold a moment. Yes.
Onward and.
Can't talk my ass. Nick, where are you? Can't talk my ass.
This little lantern has brought us quite far, hasn't it? We've done enough searching here. Onward.
Looks like somebody. It says the ship was attacked. Seems like the person who wrote this holed up in here, while the monster roamed around the ship, killing everyone. Do you think that actually happened?
I cannot say. Though the term monster might well be referring to a shade. Heavens, look at the size of this saucepan.
Oh my
This must have
goodness.
been where they prepared meals for the crew.
There's a note stuck to the counter. Extra rice, hold the peppers. Looks like the crew had some say over how they ate.
To be picky about one's food while at sea is a luxury indeed.
Oh, damn.
Perhaps it...
Yeah. Nier Automata, for example, has
Another.
Just how many...
Let's.
basically like
Vice?
sections where it's like a top-down shooter, like twin stick shooter,
Speak
or
to me, lad.
uh
I can't see.
I sus...
The lantern got away from.
or like a bullet hell shooter kind of section. Yeah. So Yokotaro is like really good at using the camera for various things, so
Vice.
About...
anyway. Oh, look at all these dead bodies. Wow.
Pull yourself. Remember,
I won't.
that's enough.
Sorry, at the prologue of prologue of what? Yeah. Well, there's also other bullet hell shooters throughout that game too. Yeah. There's like a whole mechanic of hacking, and it's basically a top-down twin stick shooter like mini game. And there's a character that uses hacking as his primary weapon, so his boss fights turn into like a top-down like twin stick shooter, like boss fight for a lot of his stuff. Even for if you fight the final boss with as him, because you can kind of choose who to fight the final boss as. Even that section is turned into like a top-down twin stick shooter, which some people dislike, you know. But like I said, it can be a little hit or miss. He's trying stuff. He's changing up gameplay quite a bit and messing around with stuff, and it keeps things fresh to some degree, right? Because you get different camera angles and different types of gameplay. But it also means that if you came for like one specific type of thing, like I went into Automata expecting more Bayonetta style combat and stuff, and I did get that, but like I wasn't expecting like top-down shooter stuff or bullet hell shooter stuff or like a leveling system, and that kind of threw me off because I had different expectations. Whereas if I go into Stellar Blade, I kind of know that that's the kind of combat I'm gonna get. Like and I would play it all the way through, and it would still have that same kind of combat. There might be mini games, but they would probably be like optional side things instead of like part of the main story. Have I played Xenoblade Chronicles? No. It's a longer game. I do want to play it, but I don't know. It's just like a bit of a longer game, so it's hard to like fit it in. We don't seem to have too many Atlas releases though this year, so I might be able to like put I'll probably put it on the poll of like a non-Atlas JRPG, because I'm trying to like do one Atlas JRPG and one non-Atlas JRPG. So that's why we're doing this one, and then the next one will be an Atlas JRPG, and I'm just trying to go back and forth with them. So
I didn't know you guys came back inside.
Did we ever? Found a nice hole in the wall to slide through.
there is like Persona 4 Revival, but we still haven't gotten a release date for that.
But then we heard a bunch of noise coming
But other than that, I don't know if Atlas is releasing anything major this year.
You sure had us
They might be
worried.
kind of gearing up for Persona 6 for release like later this year or next year.
Yeah, sorry about that. You feeling better, Kaine?
A little, yeah. Sorry for the trouble.
Good. That's good.
But haven't you played an Atlas, man? You always be playing them. Dude, so I've gone through like all the Persona games. I technically didn't finish one of the Persona Q2 like 3DS spin-offs. That and the like rhythm games I haven't played, but the only one with a story is like the first one. And apparently it's got a decent story, so maybe I'll play through that on stream at some point. And then for Atlas, I still haven't touched a lot of their SMT stuff. So I've played SMT 3, 4, and 5 at this point. I have not played SMT 1 and 2, which I want to do this year. And then there's also some like other games on like the PS2 and stuff that they made that are pretty good. But like, because they're just like, they've been around for a while and their games take a while to get through, I could literally play nothing but Atlas JRPGs for like probably the next 2 years and still not get through everything. Because there's a bunch of stuff that hasn't even been translated in English. Although some of it's been getting translated into English more recently. So it's just like they've put out games for a very long time, you know? Like literally, I think like, you know, their original games were some of the first quote unquote creature collectors even before Pokemon, right? Like they've been around longer than Pokemon.
Jeez, you seem really down in the dumps. Did something happen?
And I mean, if it's just Atlas and not even like SMT, like there's also stuff like they have other series like Etrian Odyssey and everything like that. So, but yeah, no, I could always keep chipping away at Atlas games, but I don't want to like play it. Like, I don't want to like just completely drown myself in them. So I'm like doing every other one. So plus I technically should be making more content about like Persona and Atlas games, because that's kind of the thing that does the best on my channel for like videos and stuff. But
Tell me, Kaine, that presence you sensed.
A Strange Journey and stuff, but yeah, most of them must be mid. Kind of depends. Some of them are pretty old. So like SMT 1 and 2 are like first person dungeon crawlers that were on like NES and SNES, like pretty old stuff, but like they're only like 20 hours long each, so it's not too bad to get through. And they'll be kind of fun to like kind of take a look at. Some of them are a bit more experimental. Like there's a weird first person action game where you can possess people's bodies, and which person you're possessing changes like the story, and you can go down different routes. It's like called Mach X. It was like on the Dreamcast. There's some good spin-off games. Like the PS2 era, they had some really good stuff. There's like a couple games there that are pretty good. Some of them are a bit more hit or miss. You're right on that, but a lot of them are interesting at the very least. Like a lot of their PS2 era stuff.
It's on the floor above us.
I feared as much. It seems we've little choice.
You're right
but
that I don't
press
want to play
onward.
everything. Like there's Strange Journey. I'd like to play Devil Survivor again at some point, but like I could hold on. Okay. You know how I have that I have that spreadsheet thing? I made a whole tab for it just for Atlas stuff. This is like all the Atlas games that looked interesting to some degree, because I went through down like a whole rabbit hole of like, okay, what are all the Atlas games I haven't played that look somewhat interesting? And like I went through like, are they translated in English at all? Do they have fan translations or whatever? What system are they available on? How long would it take me to beat them? What's the genre? That kind of stuff. I don't know if I'll play all 63 actually, but yeah. I don't know if I'll play all of these, but some of these are interesting. I have actually played like Trauma Center, which is an interesting one. It's like an arcade surgery sim that was on the Wii and DS. Catherine. I have never played the original like SMT3 Nocturne. There's a sequel to Ride Owl, P4 Dancing, the original Persona 5. So like there's some stuff, right? Yeah, it is fun. I remember playing the DS one. It's kind of interesting. It's like kind of over the top, like anime, like surgery stuff. If you're a little squeamish, it can be a bit much, but it works fairly well for the DS and Wii. Because you're like controlling the scalpel with either the stylus or like the Wii remote, right? Could be kind of fun to play on stream or something, but yeah. But yeah, there's some like older stuff that would be kind of fun to play. I don't know if I'd play everything, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I remember playing this, and I have a friend who's like was really big into the Wii one. I ended up playing like the DS one a good amount. But yeah. Oh yeah, Radiant Historia. Tokyo Mirage. This is the collab one that they did with like Fire Emblem, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. There's also, because this is like all of Atlas, not just like SMT stuff. So you've got like Radiant Historia, which is a time traveling JRPG where you follow like 2 different timelines. One where you become like, I think, a knight, and one where you become basically like a secret agent, and you have to go back and forth between different timelines to get information to progress both. It's kind of like, I don't think they actually use like the Fire Emblem characters, but it's made like with the people who make Fire Emblem, so it's kind of interesting. Inazuma 11, which is a soccer RPG based off of a manga, I believe. SMT Strange Journey, obviously. Some Etrian Odyssey games. They made a Pokemon style like SMT game, trying to appeal to the Pokemon crowd, you know, called Devil Children. Jack Bros, that one game that's on the Virtual Boy that's like $600 or whatever. So there's some interesting stuff here. But yeah, I don't know if I'll play all of this stuff, but this was the stuff that looked interesting. There's some random like Persona games that only were on like mobile devices. Like this is a game that takes place between Persona 1 and Persona 2 that was on mobile devices and recently got ported to Steam by this company. Yeah. Well, there's also let's see if I can find it here. There's a SMT Digital Devil Saga, I think. Yeah. There's this one, which was on the PS2, which has the first one and the second one, which is always like praised very highly, where you have like a traditional JRPG party, but they are turned into demons. Kind of has like a Final Fantasy 13 vibe, where they're like all slowly losing themselves to becoming demons and everything, and it's got like the SMT3 like art style and everything. So there's that one. Might be getting an HD remaster, so maybe I'd wait for that, but Yeah, I mean, people have, you know, like like I said, Atlas has just been around for a while, so that's why I was saying, like, you know, when you say like, oh man, how many Atlas games are there? There's quite a lot, and a lot of them are pretty interesting, just because they've been around for a long time.
Oh man, that smell is getting ripe. How you feeling there, Sunshine?
Not great. Can't you tell?
But yeah, so that's why I'm trying to like ping pong from like one Atlas game to a non-Atlas game.
This would be the
Kind of keep
final
it fresh.
room, yes?
Pace
The
myself.
culprit who murdered the townspeople may be behind this very door. Let us proceed with utmost caution.
But yeah, I'm sure it'll probably take me a couple years to get through them, and then at that point maybe it'll be fun to start on like Final Fantasy or something. Or mix them in a little bit of like Final Fantasy, or maybe try Fire Emblem. I'm sure I'll try plenty of game series over my years. But in the meantime though, I'm enjoying like catching up on a lot of Atlas's back catalog. They've got a lot of interesting stuff.
Old lad, this is a lone child sitting inside a hulking ship littered with corpses. Something is clearly amiss.
There.
Oh man, this shade is nuts. I think I'm in love. You can feel her power hanging in the air, and she ain't even trying yet.
Yeah, I've played... So I actually borrowed the physical version of Final Fantasy VII, the original one, from a library one time. I got through the first disc, and I think the second disc was scratched or something, so I never finished it. So I'd like to go back and play that one. I've played the DS remake of 3, I think, a good amount, but never finished that one either. And I played like the first several hours of 13 of all things, and actually enjoyed it a decent amount. So I don't know, I'd enjoy getting into that series too. I think it'd be right up my alley. Both the older RPG ones and the newer, like more action focused ones. It'd fit right into my wheelhouse, right?
Things are finally heating up. Huh?
Could this girl be the presence you sensed, Kaine?
Honestly, my biggest exposure to Final Fantasy has probably just been the fact that I've played most of the Kingdom Hearts games by this point.
Oh.
Although
hey,
Kingdom
you
Hearts
too.
is its own thing,
Been
but
a while.
Wait, you're the postman. What are you doing here?
Oh, I've been coming here a lot lately. I think this girl was on the ship when it drifted in. I've been keeping an eye on her until she's well enough to leave.
I am interested in playing Kingdom Hearts 4, but I'll be ready to move on from the series and not play anymore afterwards. I'm not interested in the mobile games, really. I think even Tetsuya Nomura said, yeah, I want to make 4 and then just kind of move on, because he wants to like wrap up some remaining plot threads and move on, which I think is the right call. I hope the combat of 4 will address some of the issues people had with 3.
Kind of awkward, but the girl is, you know, bleeding. I brought a bunch of bandages with me, but well, how exactly does one deal with a woman's time of the month? Sorry. Clearly crossed a line there. Forget I said anything.
Stay the hell away from her! She isn't...
Yeah, so we already played through this section once before, but now we're getting like extra, like we weren't able to understand her before, and that like voice in the background is the voice of a shade possessing our friend with the bandages there.
2 of them will be fine, but you and I must withdraw. The ship is collapsing. We must leave at once.
Very much aware of that thing. Shades! Damn, they're in the way! Looks like we can get out through that hole up there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like your best bet is to not worry too much about it and just try one of the Final Fantasy games that appeals to you and kind of go from there. Because you can kind of jump in wherever. You could play through them
Glad
all
you
the way in
two made it
order,
out in one
but
piece.
like, oh, you mean Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts is fine. It used to be a bigger problem because the games were distributed across so many different like consoles and stuff. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 was on the PS2. Oh, Nier? I guess really I feel like you would only need to play this one than Automata. You could go farther back, but the games were even more rough. Like if Nier is already a little bit of rough and this version is fine and Automata is better, like stuff like Drakengard gets really rough apparently.
Yeah.
And
we're good.
it's still stuck on the
That poor
PS3.
postman is still trapped inside.
We'd better go help him out.
Like Drakengard 3 is still stuck on the PS3. And then the games Drakengard 1, 2 are apparently pretty rough
No shade
around
would
the
dare
edges.
pursue us into sunlight such as this. We should use the opportunity to ready ourselves. What on earth?
Why isn't this shade being hurt by the sun?
That is not precisely the case. It most certainly is being burned by the sunlight. However, its regenerative abilities far outpace whatever damage the light is able to inflict. This light, something is coming. Get out of the way at once.
Oh, listen, it's singing. This thing actually thinks it's a person. I don't know where the singing lessons came from, but I do know it's sure as hell trying to eat us.
Aim for the tentacles with faces on them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't stop now. Focus on the next one.
Well, you ate them all. How could they be kind to you if you ate them? I mean, technically you're what's left of a human, so... You didn't have to attack us there, you know.
You're doing it for him? How sad. How precious.
Now is our chance. Attack with all that you have.
Okay. Apparently they leveled up the bosses for the replay of this section, but it doesn't really feel like it. Whew. Not a bad thing though, because we've already fought these bosses once before, so getting through them
Did we get
relatively
it?
quick is fine. Yeah, that's true too. Well, even this game, I've kind of like stopped trying to do everything. Like I've stopped trying to do all the side quests and stuff, because like the side quests and like upgrading weapons in this game is just very grindy. Like I did everything in Automata, but I've gotten through about like 60 to 75% of the quests done with this game, and I'm like, it's not worth doing the rest of them. same with like upgrading the weapons. I upgraded all the weapons on Automata, but it's just not worth doing it here. It's just way too grindy.
Recover from such a grievous wound.
Ordinary attacks aren't gonna do shit against this thing.
Hey, the guy from before's collapsed on the beach. That Shane's got some kind of hard-on for it. We should take him hostage.
Shut your yap. I'm not in the business of using my blades on people.
Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it, personally. I could keep, like, trying to upgrade my weapons, but even that's pretty grindy. Because you have to keep running through this one dungeon over and over again. Apparently, it's a 20% chance of, getting the drop item, but I went through 3 times and never got the drop item from any of the enemies I killed. So, which they're supposed to have, like, a 20% drop rate, but whatever. I don't know. It wasn't worth doing it. We're just gonna keep going through the game. I'm just gonna enjoy the game for what it is, and I think a lot of the side content is just isn't worth doing. I think they should have gone quality over quantity, because they don't have enough space to, like, for the amount of quests that they have, they don't have a huge world. Like, this new section of the game isn't, like, introducing any new, like, oh my gosh, both the cats went in. All right, fine. I'll go let the cats in. And now they're fighting. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, cats. All right. But yeah, I think that, like, I don't know. I get that they didn't have the budget to do everything they wanted to do with this game, and they might have wanted to make the game world bigger. But at the same time, the quest design is still bad. I don't know. I have some people who hop into chat for this game every once in a while, and they're like, yeah, but the game budget was, like, really small. And I'm like, I get that, but, like, that doesn't mean you had to make all the quests, like, super grindy, and you didn't even need to have that many quests in the game. You could have spent more time on, like, a fewer amount of quests. And I think it would have lent itself better to the game. But, you know.
Hey, over here!
It's easy for me to say that, but I haven't, like, actually made a game myself.
This guy's important to you, isn't he?
This is here and now. Is this thing immortal? How can it withstand such an onslaught?
I'm really scared, guys.
We will be in grave danger if it unleashes that attack. We must stop it.
Yeah, you literally can't stop this attack. It's scripted. Okay. Interestingly enough, this whole section was added for the newer version of the game, apparently. It wasn't in the original. Which is interesting to think about. Overall, it's a fairly good section.
I think we're in trouble.
What the hell are you doing?
It's some of the better parts of the story.
Damn it! Fuck!
What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
Stop! Don't hurt these people! So you've been lying to me this whole time? You're a monster!
It stopped.
Focus on the source of its magic. Aim for the head.
By the way, I tried to stop. Summoning the last of your magic power, you can now press L1 to fire Dark Lance. I tried to stop and not fire this the last time we did this, and just kind of like left it for a minute and you can't. I don't know. The game wants to be like, oh, boo-hoo, this monster wants to be human. But like, also, it killed a lot of people. I don't know, Yoko Taro, Yoko Taro is trying to do sympathy for the monster. And I just don't think it works super well here, so.
We can never be together. You disgust me.
Also, I think that's Yuri Lowenthal. Again, cannot get away from that man. Love the music. Music is good. It's well done. I think it fits better in this game than it does in Automata, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't know, it's sad, but like it's still a man-eating monster, man. You know, like Transition to sleep mode is processing my okay. Yeah. At the very least, the music can be really good. I mean, there are some games that aren't worth playing but have like really good soundtracks. Like Sonic R Racing.
We all knew townspeople were out.
It's kind of a meh game, but the actual music is pretty good.
Not yourself.
I hope I can believe that someday.
What was the other thing? I think there was another game that I... Oh yeah,
All right,
it was this one.
Well, we'd better get going. There's someone else we need to break this news to.
Fair enough. I hope to see you out there on the old letter trail again soon.
When I was doing the research for the Atlas thing, there was one game that came up that people talked about the soundtrack being really good, but like not super worth playing itself, which is gonna be this one called Trap Gunner. Apparently this game is like not amazing, or like it's kind of a acquired taste, but like the music on it is pretty good. I believe it's like a top-down PvP game where you have ranged and trap options, and you kind of like run around a field shooting at each other and planting traps for the other person to run into. How's it going, NES Mario? This is the character select track, by the way. Oh, Chuck Norris passed away? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, no, the soundtrack is pretty good. This is one of the stage themes. But yeah, no, I haven't listened to the whole thing. But that's one game. Like, there are games that are worth listening to the soundtrack of, but aren't necessarily worth playing all the way through, you know? That was just one that came to mind, since we were talking about the Atlas stuff earlier.
Hey, did you find my husband? Wait, why are is come on? No, I think.
Not the red bad guy. Not the red bad guy. Oh man. Anyway.
We shouldn't.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like, it's just hard for me to care. Like, I felt something on the first time playing through it. I was like, oh man, that sucks. But this time I'm just like, eh. You know, just like, oh yeah, he did die. I felt bad about it the first time, but I just can't find myself to care the second time around, you know?
The hell's this, Sunshine?
A letter. That thing wrote it for the postman.
Ha! Man, that is some grade A chicken scratch.
She probably copied the letters as best she could.
So, what's it say?
I think our friend's gonna wake up soon. Let's go.
Really? We don't even get to see what it says at all? That sucks. Really, Yokotaro?
Kane,
Yeah?
when you were threatening that shade on the beach the other day, how did you know it was trying to protect the postman?
Just a feeling, I guess.
All right.
Kaine is kind of an interesting character because she can understand the shades and understand that they could be more than just monsters, but like she has to hate them Otherwise, the thing, like, possessing her will take hold if she ever shows any signs of weakness. That, like, voice that keeps talking in her head that we keep hearing. It'll literally possess her if she feels like... She has to, like, do the, like, Hulk thing of, like, I'm always angry, Cap. Oh, look up the... Sorry. Cough Neo Wave character select theme. Okay, I can do that in a minute. Do I play visual novels? The only thing I've gotten close to playing with visual novels is the Phoenix Wright and Ace Attorneys. Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton games. For me, if I want to play a video game, I want to play a video game and not really just like read a book. And if I did, I would probably end up doing not doing it on stream just because I don't want to read out an audiobook for everybody. I could play like something like Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright or like Professor Layton on stream. That would be fun, but like something with a little bit of gameplay could be fun, but reading a book on stream is kind of eh. Okay, so here's that Fate of Fighters thing you wanted. Hold on. Ooh, while we're looking up stuff, let me see if I can find something. A minute. Because talking about like old samples and stuff reminded me of something. Trying to see if I can remember what the name of this track, because I've gone down this rabbit hole before. I'm trying to think if I can remember which track I'm looking for here. This is it here. Yeah, that's got to be it there. Hotel Dusk. Yeah, I've heard some good things about Hotel Dusk. 777, Danganronpa, all that stuff, right? Okay. So, speaking of like old Japanese games using samples, you guys all remember the original Iwatodai Dorm like theme, right? Like the PS2 version. Because it uses this old rap sample, right? Which is honestly kind of inappropriate for a high schooler's dorm. Like, the lyrics are a little inappropriate for a high schooler dorm room kind of thing. I understand why they had to move away from using it in the remake. It's too bad that they couldn't even, like, pay homage to it or whatever, or reuse some of it, but it is what it is. So, that sample, the Rock Your World thing, I remember hearing it before. I think this is what I'm looking for. I know it's in this OST. I think it's this track here. So have you guys ever heard of Fusion Frenzy? Fusion Frenzy was a original Xbox game that was designed as a Mario Party competitor. same sample. Let me see if I can find some like Fusion Frenzy gameplay so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is a game I have fond memories of. It's like very of its time. Oh yeah, I'm in the house like carpet. Fire, I won't spark it. Gosh, I think Toby Fox was shitposting using that as well on Blue Sky not that long ago. Like some good early internet shitposts or whatever. I'm carpet. But yeah, but this is like this is the Fusion Frenzy game I was talking about. It's so early 2000s. It's great. I love it. I have some nostalgic memories. Like it was a bunch of mini games. This is one of them. This is like sumo.
3, 2, 1,
Okay, see ya, Pradeep. Thanks for ringing out, man. This is just like one of the mini games, but like it's so aggressively early 2000s, like with the announcer and everything. Had a fairly decent soundtrack. Yeah, it's Xbox's Mario Party competitor. It's early 2000s edgy Mario Party competitor. It's fairly decent. It got a sequel on Xbox 360, but it kind of doesn't work as well for me. I think it's just this one works because I have nostalgia for it, and it's so aggressively early 2000s. Gosh, those models are so crusty. They're so crusty. Anyway, just a side tangent aside. This use the same sample as this one, which was kind of fun. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting, like those samples getting used in like so many different Japanese things. I think it's just because like for the Japanese, like they don't understand a lot of English. Just hearing it in a song, so they just kind of use it as a instrument sometimes, especially back in the day. So like the lyrics didn't matter. It was just a matter of like I think. Oh shoot. Okay, now I'm getting on another rabbit hole. Hold on. Let's see if I can find this. Yeah, here it is.
That poor ferryman used to tell me stories of the epic quarrels he had with you. He loved her though.
English
He
written
loved
all
her
over the
still.
place, right?
You made it back safe, and I'm glad.
Yeah, whatever. Hold on. Hold that thought. I know we're getting off topic here today, but it's whatever. So this was an interview that was done with Lotus Juice, the guy who does like the Persona 3 music and stuff. With VTubers. But
and yeah, getting into it a little bit, like the lyrics were already written and it was all broken English. I'm sure if you lived in Japan, you see like this messed up English written all over the place, right?
Everywhere.
And I'm like, okay. And it was actually my first music job, like the official music job.
What?
So I go into the studio and I'm like, I could do this for you, but please don't credit me on it.
Oh no!
This is all messed up. Right?
No.
And it shows you was like, he knew what I was talking about. It's like, okay, could you revise it a little bit? I'm like, okay. Put the beat on loop for like, I don't know, however long it takes me to change it up.
Yeah.
And I rewrote it, and that's the 16 bars, the verse, Oh, the original Mass Destruction.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's so
Yeah, so just like pointing out like even the original quote unquote mass destruction like had to be rewritten because the actual original version was just broken English. They were just using the words as like basically an instrument to make it sound more interesting and like not take away, because like here's the thing about like Persona 3's and 4's music from and this is something that isn't brought up a lot. From a Japanese perspective, you're not supposed to understand the lyrics. The lyrics are supposed to be kind of nonsense, and a lot of the lyrics are nonsense. Master Distraction only makes some amount of sense because Los Chus saw that it was nonsense and rewrote it. And a lot of the other tracks in Persona 3, if you actually look at the lyrics, are a lot of nonsense. Same with Persona 4. It wasn't until like Persona 5 or so, I think, where they actually have lyrics that make more sense, because at that point they knew they were also playing to an international audience. Originally, the idea was they wanted to use English to make it sound more interesting, and because it would be a language that most of their player base wouldn't understand, it wouldn't take their attention away from the actual gameplay. It's kind of like how when you're playing a game like here, with the soundtrack of Nier and Nier Automata, they intentionally make a fake made-up language to like have vocals, but not take away from anybody like focusing too hard on like what the lyrics are.
Oh, one last thing. Since the ferryman was missing work, I arranged for someone else to handle the job. I'll make sure they know to let you use the boat as before.
Gotcha.
Okay, so fast travel's back on. Anyway, but yeah, interesting stuff.
Even without those we have lost, the world relentlessly continues to turn.
But yeah, music's an interesting thing for sure. It's a big aspect of a lot of video games. Can be used in a lot of different ways. Mailbox time. Oh, the king's wedding. Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. Man, it's only been an hour and a half. Yeah, actually, I could play Fusion Frenzy on stream. I have my original Xbox hooked up, because we're gonna play that Spider-Man game that's on the original Xbox here soon, starting next week, because we finished the Marvel Spider-Man. So we're gonna try out the old one, see how it goes. So I could play something like Fusion Frenzy or whatever on stream. Be kind of fun. I don't know. It's a game I have nostalgia for, but I think without nostalgia and without other people to play with, it's kind of So what's the stuff with this? With the wolves? Like, how am I supposed to feel sorry for the wolves killing, like, the wife of my, like, one of my good friends? Like, I don't understand. Also, it's not like we did this. We didn't turn the forest into a desert.
Does it not strike you as curious to find wolves in the desert?
Should it?
They normally live in forests, yes. Deserts would seem to hold little sustenance for them.
Well, we can certainly guess what they've been eating.
I don't know. I feel like this game keeps trying to say you should feel bad, but I just don't. I don't know if there's something wrong with me or just Yoko Taro's writing styles and hitting for this game, but like I just don't feel bad. Even though I'm technically supposed to or whatever, but...
We forget.
Hold on. You have kinase.
Please.
Of course.
I'm just gonna let the new stuff play out. I'm just gonna kind of skip through some of the old stuff. Because you hunt us? What do you mean? You've killed us. Don't give me that. I know they can learn to live in peace with us. Yeah, you've been killing them. What do you mean? You're already attacked. This is so stupid, Yoko Taro. You can't try and do this to me, Yoko Taro. Like, oh, they were just retaliating because we killed them.
To think they even have.
What's it to you?
Like, it's so stupid, man. It's so dumb.
What is the matter?
I don't like this. Weddings are festive occasions, you know? Should I even be here?
The wolves eat people. And then they're like, oh, maybe we could learn to live in peace. And then they get killed and they're like, no, you have betrayed us. You're eating them.
We were invited here by the king, remember?
Sure.
This city isn't like a... Since there isn't a specific rule about you, I honestly think they won't give a crap.
Yeah, maybe.
Will you at least procure a new set of...
Keep Let's see how smug you are.
Yeah, just dialogue we've gotten before. I don't know, man. I just don't give.
Oh,
What's...
I don't care, man.
I bet I'm so.
You'll find it.
Huh? Yeah, that's not exactly it.
Everyone.
Indeed.
Us, anyway.
Also, they're not even people this time. They're literally like one person and the rest are just like wolves. Sorry, I feel more sympathy for people than animals. Like, don't get me wrong, I like dogs. Dogs are great. I love dogs. Cats are okay. Cats are fine too. But, if it's between man-eating beasts or people, I choose people. Sorry. Human bias here. I don't care as much here. Oh no, the man-eating beasts are being slain. Dude, you're just making it worse. I guess, but like, more so it's the fact that like, dude, you made it worse. Jittering it around in the body like that. Even pulling it out wouldn't save it. It just bleed out faster. You ate them! Don't give me this, Yoko Taro. What have we done so wrong? You're eating them. Don't give me this crap. Oh, What have we done that's so wrong? All we do is kill them and eat them. What the fudge are you on, Yoko Taro? Don't give me this crap.
Aw, weddings are the best.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's just great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you jealous, Kaine?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
Anyway. Time for one of the more sadder moments. I don't know. I just feel like Yoko Taro isn't doing a good job making me care about these enemies that I didn't care about before. I care way more about these human characters here, or these people I met before, than these monsters. And again, it's, like I said, doing that dumb writing trope of, like, giving them backstory right before killing them off. I spent way more time with these other characters, too. Like, you'd have to do a lot to, like, properly make me care about, like, the villains. Even a quarter amount of that I'm care about, like, the characters I've known for much longer and have had much more interactions with.
That wolf is a shade.
We didn't do any of... Okay, we did raise the young. But we didn't, like, poison... We didn't turn it into the desert. Here's the thing, like, you can understand somebody's reason for doing something, but also think it's stupid, alright? Like, even if you want me to make you understand why you're doing this, that doesn't mean I agree with it or that I don't think it's stupid. Like, I care way more about this than the dog scene. Oh, this scene still hits pretty hard. Oh. I don't know, I just care way more about this than, like, some wolves. I'm sorry, man. I do not care about the wolves. Like, how am I supposed to care about the wolves when this is their competition, man? And, like, we've spent time with these two. Like, we have a connection with them that has been forged through seeing them before and, like, understanding where they're coming from. The wolves, they just give, like, 1 or 2 cutscenes to, and we're supposed to feel bad about killing them? Do you think my emotions are so cheap? Do you think that my investment is so easy to gain? Like, I get it, like, I don't know, man. It's just, it doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me. If it works for you, great, but it just does not work for me.
The king's grief.
I'm guessing it
Will we let him court? Then it will.
It will not be an easy one. Actually, it probably will be an easy one. But yeah, I don't know. Listen, I understand what they're trying to do, and I respect it, but I don't think it works for me personally. I just don't. I don't know. After playing this and Automata, I just don't think that Yoko Taro's past games are something I'm interested in playing. Like, I'm not... If this is some of the better, more refined stuff, I'm not interested in going back all the way to Drakengard and playing the, like, stuff that's even rougher around the edges, personally. I think that if Yoko Taro comes out with another game, I'd be interested in playing that, like a game in the future, but I'm not interested in going back all the way to, like, Drakengard and, like, playing through everything there. Because this is, like, the more refined versions of these games. I'm kind of interested in owning the Xbox 360 version of this game, because I think it'd be fun to own.
Say,
but
can you eat scorpions?
Oh my gosh, really?
Indeed you can. Long ago, people operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them whole.
Where did you learn that?
Who can say? I do not know.
Oh, I was supposed to talk to the king, I
Some
think.
portions of the past are inexplicably clear in my memory.
Whatever, Gramps.
What was that hussy?
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get through this section of the game, to be honest, to get to the new content. I think there's like one more route after this too. I don't know what'll happen when we get to where Route A left off, because Route A left off right when we rescued the sister. So I'm wondering if after rescuing the sister, the plot will continue from the perspective of Kaine, or if we're gonna jump into Route C and get the perspective of like maybe Emil or somebody. But I guess we'll see. Who knows? One thing I should probably do is next time I'm in town, I should go and do the Last Father section. We're pretty close, I think, to being done here. Let me double check. Yeah, we have Loyal Cerberus, and yeah, this is the last section of this story. Once we're done with this, we have all the key fragments, so we can go and like go into the final act of this of Route A. So
Not, it's kind.
If this
okay.
Anda, ie, fia, rote to yari ka kiso de kita. To kuite geru da. Ira! Yaru! Teruwa to kaizamu de! Kaizamu to aita! Fia aizamu de! Fia jude sekita to toda! Zelgan de! Anda, Zelgan! ヤーリツガッチクルト階段ゼスタルペラ老体リスラ関係かけてしたすわれアルムーキエルトチギサンってきたアルム浮きわせんクユリエ押してキルたちエククギリスアーガイカイザムより息おつじでくごユラカイザムチ ツスト G お別れたしうりや
こうだだちより歌い
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't care. Sorry, don't care, Yoko Taro. No amount of emotional music can make me care about that. Alright.
The wolves appear to be targeting the king.
セゲルダカイザンカイザンリケオリ
He seeks the king of Fasad. Such dogged, unwavering defiance. Why do these beasts hold so much rage? The smaller wolves are not infected with shades. As for the leader, if even one shade is here, then I have to kill all of them.
Oh, wow, they're mirroring each other. Oh. Or don't you feel bad yet? Don't you feel bad? You killed wolves. Don't you feel bad?
Stay on your guard.
You killed wolf. Wow. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the most like animation. Such a big wind up for that. Whatever. I will say, I think if I was playing this game on my own time, I probably would have dropped it already. I'm hoping Route C, or like, if we get a bit further in the game, it'll start being more interesting, but we'll see. Hmm.
already lived for far too long. But you must endure. Go, live, and think of me again. Thank you for being my friend.
Oops, sorry.
I believe that young... Of course she would... Is that a... This is...
Okay.
This is the last...
Now, hold on, Yona.
Okay. Time to head back. Let's go back to town, do the last dad section, and then we'll head over to Fat.
Hate to say it, but
Oh. All right. I guess we'll try and get through. I think
We should return to Popola and see
see if we can catch up to where Route A ended today. Get through the palace. We might, I don't know. Technically, the best words in the game come from the palace in like the third act there. So I could like try and get some of the better words, but I don't know if I want to grind for them. I think we'll just run through. If we get the words that I'm looking for, great. We got a couple the first time we ran through, so. I have XP up on all of my weapons and stuff, I think, so. Should be able to keep leveling up as we go. Not too worried about drops, because I'm not going to worry about the side quests at all. Is this new? This might be new.
So, we can finally see.
I think this might be new.
Huh?
It would appear that way. What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for Yona, I'm not sure it's fair to drag the two of them into this.
Are you truly worried about such a thing now? After all our merry little band has been through?
Hey, the fuck's this hot garbage you've been spewing?
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil, look, I just...
Wanted to leave us behind? Why, so we'd be safe? Fuck that.
Kaine's right. You accepted me. You told me we'd be together no matter what happens. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
Don't make me start talking about loyalty and debts and all that. You know I hate mushy shit.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're totally gonna call in a favor of our own. We're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession and restore my body. It's gonna be tons of fun. Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more than my fair share. So you better get ready to pony up.
Thanks, you two. We're gonna rescue Yona. I swear it.
I mean, that does happen. We do indeed rescue Yona. Okay. Let's go do the last dad section, and then...
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yeah.
Okay. It may be difficult to endure what awaits unless you're level 33. I'm level 32. Let's just do it and see if I can do it. It recommends level 33, but we're level 32, so I think it'll be fine. give it a try at least, right? Can always come back to it. So long as this memory exists, so long as mankind has hope, a bloody battle will be waged for holy domain over the body. Okay. This arena is interesting. Looks like it's built using the assets of Seafront, but it's not like an actual Seafront area. I think it's just, yeah, they put a arena out in front of Seafront using some of the assets from Seafront that were already loaded in, like the deck and everything. I like it. It's cool. Good use of resources. Okay. So far, so good. I wonder what the Steam status is here when you're doing this. Foolish human, foolish human, foolish human, foolish vessel. All is paid, all is sacrifice. Another top-down section. Okay. Huh, interesting. Why are we getting rusted clump and iron ore from this section? Did they reuse the boxes from the... They must have reused the boxes from... From the, from the junkyard. Because those are the drop items you can get from the junkyard boxes, usually. So they must have just reused them here. Or titanium alloy. Still no memory alloy.
It seems we have been shut in.
Yeah, I don't know. This does make me kind of want to play another top-down, like, dungeon crawler a little bit. A little bit. I don't know. I guess this just makes me want to play a better version of this gameplay, right? Like Hades and Isaac, yeah, I guess. Or like some of the older stuff, like Fable. Not Fable, sorry, Fable is something else. Fate, F-A-T-E, Fate, yeah. Those old like top-down dungeon crawler kind of games, where you explore like a randomly generated dungeon and have like item levels and stuff. Something more like Diablo.
It seems we have been shut in.
I've never actually played the Diablo series. I feel like I'd enjoy trying it at the very least. They seem a little bit grindy, so I don't know if I'd want to play more than one, but I should at least give them a try at some point, right? Obtain the full spear Fool's Accord. Okay. And there's the weapon. I think the next challenge should be the last one. Do not bring back the light. Do not bring back the vessel. Do not bring back the future. Do not bring it back. The next challenge, I think, is going to be the last one, and will reward us with the last set of costumes for everybody. Yeah, I've never got all... I don't know. I kind of got through Hades a little bit. I played enough to get like one successful run, and then I was kind of done. Even though I know there's way more to Hades than that, I'd have to like try it again, I think, sometime, and like start from scratch. I know there's also Hades 2 that's out now, but I feel like I'd want to play like... I don't know. There are some games I feel like that if I ever got into streaming full time would be a good one to play on a regular basis, and that's one of them. Because it kind of is a game that requires consistent effort. It'd be good to like play like for a couple hours, you know, like every weekday or something, or every other weekday. Play for like a few hours. Just make consistent progress on it. I like the swords that spile around me, because they're an easy fire and forget kind of thing. I don't have to worry about like my magic when I'm using them. I just have them on and they help hit stun enemies and everything. And they help clear out like a lot of the bullets and stuff too. Not all of them, but most of them. Man, there's so much going on. I'm having a hard time keeping up with what's going on with all the bullets. Boss time. Okay, boss down. Okay. Was that it? Or is there one more? Every beam of light is an invitation to death. Okay. guessing I have to jump over this or something? Or maybe just jump down? Oh, I see. I do appreciate the fact that they created new areas for this. Or maybe there are just areas we haven't gone to yet in this main story. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna ignore him then. Yeah, the combat feels pretty good, switching between weapons and everything. Alright. See you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend and everything if I don't see you. Is he dead? I think he went down. Okay. Okay, big guy. Whoop. Oh, another one. Okay. Is there one more? Yep. Gotcha. Muscle memory from all that time ago is still coming in handy here. Oh, dang it. Was not paying enough attention to my health, I guess. Oh, is it going to make me do it all over again? Dang. Yeah.
Something I know. Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing. I wonder if I can just run past some of these enemies this time around. Like on the bridge and stuff. I think I have to kill these enemies, but I think I can run past some of the bridge enemies. Try and get through this a little bit faster this time. Okay. Man, my muscle memory from fighting that one dude all that time ago is still coming in handy, huh? Same with this. Now that I think about it, you can just knock the boars off guard pretty easily. Infinitely with the lance attack. Oops. I wonder... Actually, I kind of want to try out a different ability. I don't know. I feel like it is a good burst of damage. It would have to be... Maybe in the next room it'll be more useful. Let me try it out a little bit. Guys, I think the next... Oops, wrong thing. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Let me try out the doppelganger in the next we are locked in room. Or I guess I could try it out here. See if I can get a bunch on screen in a minute. Man, it can't even kill them in one hit. Then what's the point? It needs to be have more damage than that if you want me to spam it. It looks freaking cool. What if I combine it with other attacks? But how is this any better than like my whirlwind around like bladed whirlwind attack? That one does hit stone. This one's cool, but like you know what? Part of it might be magic. Dark Phantasm doesn't have any words on it. Maybe if I set some magic power upgrades on it. Okay, that did a little bit better. Okay. Well, for now, Dark Whirlwind is going to be better for this area. Yeah, okay. It just doesn't do enough damage. If it did a bit more damage and could kill these normal enemies in one hit, then it'd be worth it, but... I mean, this doesn't kill enemies in one hit either, but it has hit stun. And it lasts longer for... It's more magic efficient. Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, can I just run by these guys? Yeah, I think I can. I can, but I won't do anything until I actually beat them. Okay. come on. There we go. See if we can get some of the boss's health down before he loses the buff. Sorry, I haven't been talking much. Been just trying to lock in, just get through this section as quickly as possible since we already went through so much of this. Okay. I think I can run past the enemies on these bridges at least a little bit. Yeah. No, technically this is the prequel of Nier Automata. This in itself is a spin-off, I think, of the Drakengard games, and contains little nods to the lore of those games. This game is referenced in Automata, but you don't need to know. But it's newer? Yeah, this version is the remaster of like the original PS3 / Xbox 360 version of the game. The events of this game technically take place like far in the past of Automata, and some of the setting is borrowed from this game for Automata and some other stuff, but yeah. Here, let me see if I can deal with this guy that's hanging around up there. Let's do. He's trying to hang out of my line of sight here. There we go. Oop. Got the boss a little bit too. Okay. Ah. Gotta be careful not to get knocked off here. Okay, that's that guy down. Now I can just focus on the bosses. This is like a mini gauntlet of sorts. It's like extra content that you can do playing as this version of the character. So kind of a weird thing. The original PS3 Japanese version of the game has a younger protagonist, and the Western Xbox 360 release had this protagonist, the dad version of it, with some minor differences to some of the dialogue and stuff to account for that. This version, newer version of the game, uses the younger protagonist, but there's some like extra challenges you can do here as the dad version of the protagonist to unlock some like new weapons and some outfits for the characters. This is like the final gauntlet of those challenges. Oop. I got to this point last time, but I died to like endgame stuff, kind of? You can do this once you beat the first route of the game, got the first ending, basically. Because both this and Automata have different endings. It's like an extra challenge kind of stuff for sure. I don't know if it would be considered endgame or not. I have no idea how far this game goes. Like, you're supposed to be level 33 for this, but I'm doing it at level 32, so slightly below. But nothing that can't be overcome by smart play, I guess. This guy hits really hard. I gotta keep an eye out for that. Let me do this so I just don't die immediately. This guy hit me really hard last time. I just died randomly because I wasn't paying attention to my health. So a little bit. It does a little bit. Nothing that can't be overcome, though. There's not a difference that can't be overcome. I did a fight against a guy who was like 20 levels above me towards the start of the game because I'm stubborn like that. And I eventually won, but it took me quite a few tries of learning the boss patterns. Yeah. I know that we're on Route B right now, and there's still Route C, so. Yeah, there we go. Got a good amount of XP and gold. A dreaming vessel in a recycled world. Until the time of its awakening comes. Okay.
Is that all?
You complete the Recycle World quest. To your diary.
Huh?
Is that the final entry of the diary?
It seems that way.
Interesting.
You figure anything out?
I fear not.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Did not unlock a new set of outfits. Well, we got a good amount of money and XP from that, I guess. And we got the last of the Fool weapons. The Fool's Spear or whatever. Fool's Accord. A lance birth as part of a pact with an ancient red dragon. Yeah. There's the Fool series of weapons that you get from doing those. References to Drakengard weapons, I think. Okay. Okay, now that that's done, let's go and catch up to where we were in the original run of the game. The final assault on the Shadow Lord's castle or whatever. Go through that whole thing again. See if the game continues past the point where the story ended on the first run around.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. I guess it's...
I'll bring her back. Yeah?
Nothing. Hopalud? Anyway, yes.
Thanks.
Bye. I'll be back to kill you, and I'll see you guys at the castle where I kill you. Yeah, the way this game works is you run through the story once, and then you run through the back half of the story, like the post-time skip part of the story again here in Route B. I don't know what happens after that. You get a little bit of extra dialogue and context on like some of the characters and stuff, and some new scenes. That's why it says like A with a flower next to that save file, is because I've completed like the game once and completed Route A. And then I know that there's a Route C after Route B, so. Nier Automata, kind of, without spoiling anything, kind of does the same thing, where you replay sections of the game from different perspectives. They do a little bit of a better job there, because you actually get to play as the characters. Here you just get some more dialogue from those characters, but the same gameplay, so. That's why I'm kind of like running through all the dialogue and stuff, is because we've seen this once before.
Hold it.
Yeah, there hasn't actually been like a sequel to Nier Automata properly yet. Yoko Taro has said that he's trying to make new games, but and he's worked on a few projects, but they've ultimately been canceled, and he hasn't had something come out yet. He says it's frustrating because while he is getting paid to work on stuff, the fact that he can't like finish something and put it out bothers him. I'm just gonna run past these enemies. One bad part about this game and like redoing the sections and replaying as things for more context to the story is that doing so means that you have to go through the same areas over again. And this area in particular, you have to go through a couple of times in the original story. and so having to do it here again gets quite annoying. So I'm just going to kind of run through, trying to avoid as many of the enemies as possible. Oof. But yeah, Nier Automata's leveling system goes up to 99, so I don't know if it's the same thing here. I don't know. I think that playing Nier Automata, here's the thing, and I was talking to about this earlier. I don't know if you should play this game first because it adds a lot of context to Nier Automata, but Nier Automata is the better game. So if you don't like Nier Automata, you're not going to like this game. Because Nier Automata is basically this game, but more polished in a lot of ways. So. Oh, do we have to do the stupid block puzzles again? Tell me I don't have to do the stupid block puzzles again. Bit of a funny situation. Funny haha or funny weird? Music's starting to pick up. The music in this section is good once it starts to pick up a little bit. At least I don't have to do the block puzzles again. Yeah, I would give that a shot if you're interested. Like I said, playing this game first adds a lot of context to Automata because it references this game and its characters a good amount, and there's some like extra like epilogue stuff of like what happened to some of the characters after this game and like the ramifications of what happens in this game in Automata that you can find in like some things. But you don't need to play this game to play Automata. And like I said, the Automata is a better version of this kind of game, in my opinion. I'm glad we don't have to do the block puzzles again. That was so annoying that we had to do them for a third or fourth time through this section. I don't know why they even exist in this, to be honest. Them and these stupid door animations. Go through them so many times in this game. I don't know, this game can get kind of repetitive. It's a little clumsy in a way, the way it handles certain aspects. Like the fact that you have to replay multiple sections, it feels like it almost wasn't designed around it. Or like they could have designed around the fact that you'd be replaying some of these sections over and over again multiple times. Same for the quest design. I try to get through all the quests because I usually do that for the games I play on stream. But I got through about 60% of them and realized how grindy the last 40% would be and just decided not to do them. Even like upgrading weapons, like which I upgraded all the weapons in Nier Automata, is just a huge chore in this game because the drop rates are so weird. And you just have to do like the same content over and over again to get the materials you need. Just doesn't feel like it's worth it. And I grind in a lot of video games. Like I have no problem doing some repetitive stuff, but it's just way too much for me. Just don't have enough investment for it. Did I play Elden Ring? No. I still have to touch the Dark Souls series. I have some friends who play it, and they've been playing that like I watched them play that like PvE kind of like group Elden Ring thing or whatever. I can't remember what the proper name of it is, but it looks cool. I do think I'd like the Dark Souls series, and obviously it would be a good thing to play on stream, the Dark Souls series, but I think I'd rather play some of the older Dark Souls games before I jump into Elden Ring. Plus, I own some of the Dark Souls games, but I don't own Elden Ring, so.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic. And now...
Okay. It's not just that. It's like it's the most refined version of the game. If I start with it and then I think it would be harder to go back to like if I played that game, it would be hard to go back to like Dark Souls 1, you know? If I start with the most refined version of the game, I feel like it'd be harder to go back, basically. Whereas if I play them kind of like in the order they came out, the progression is obviously going to feel a lot more natural. Okay, I'm gonna kind of... Can I not skip this? There it goes. This is a cool area, but we've seen it before. I gotta remember to come back and get some starting soon screen footage at this area. Maybe, but I think Dark Souls 3 is better overall, TBH. Yeah, I do think that maybe I could just skip 2 and play 1 and 3.
To whom you... Why did...
I believe... Yeah,
To who... Why did you... How... There you...
Well then, it seems the way is open.
All right, let's do this again.
No, Dad, no.
Boy, we can't wait to rip through this boss
We
fight
didn't
again.
want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
Then why are you? Because you're gonna get mad at me in a minute when I kill one of you. And then you're gonna be like, no, how could you do this?
Sorry, this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible.
Well, it is still possible.
We were
You can just
hoping
give up
to put it
now.
off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you
This
block our
is
paths?
Sparta.
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
I don't know. I'm supposed to feel sympathy. I'm supposed to feel like sympathies for these characters, but I don't. It's not like I hate the characters. I just don't like feel sympathy for their actions causing them their own actions causing them harm.
Copied my powers.
I don't know how it is for Dark Souls games, but at least for these games, Yoko Taro tries to make like
Of course we can.
you care about
power
the
came from us
things
in
you're
the first
fighting,
place.
but it's kind of hit or
You
miss for me.
simply learned a small portion of it.
Because I know some of the Dark Souls games have like tragic fights where you're fighting like the remains of like characters that you like or whatever. But like the dog fight I've heard a lot about. But for this one, I don't know. How much do you care about spoilers actually? Before I go any farther and talk about this game in general, like how much do you actually care about the spoilers of this game or of Automata? Because I've kind of danced around some
The
spoilers
answer
for
to
Automata.
every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord.
Okay,
So
I'm
you've
just
been
skipping
on his
this.
side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself.
Permission granted. You drove off Devil and Popola within 3 minutes.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Weiss?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am...
Gotcha. Fair enough. Except for the pretty lady and Except for that one girl, the No Maidens girl in Elden Ring.
Hear a waltz.
Okay, fair enough. Basically, Yoko Taro tries to make you feel sympathy for the things you're fighting. Melania, yeah. In both this and Automata. Basically what happens in both games is you play through the game once as one character, and then you go through like a shortened version of the same events as a secondary character, or like their partner character, and they have more context of like what the enemy's backstory is, and they get like a tragic backstory, and then you're supposed to feel bad about killing them.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
It's a bit hit or miss. I think it's done a little bit better in Automata than in here. Because I just do not care about, like, these are shadow things are supposed to be like the remnants of like people, right? And so some of them are trying to regain their humanity or have some amount of intelligence. But I just kind of don't care. Yeah. It's done better in Automata because you get different gameplay and some new quests and stuff. Here you just get some new like extra added cutscenes and some extra dialogue from characters to make you feel bad for them. Mostly for the bosses, so that you feel bad about killing them. And then if it's how it is in Automata, once you get through like the shortened version of the story that you went through already, the story continues past that and you get more of it. So there's like 3 sections to Automata, and it looks like there's 3 sections to this one as well. It's okay. It works fine because you get more context on the bosses and stuff, but it's definitely not perfect by any means. Done better in Automata. Here I just like don't care because I don't know, like I guess I can talk about the wolf one that we did before this. Like you have a friend who you hung out with earlier in the game, and him and another person you know are getting married. And you're supposed to feel sorry for these wolves that have been attacking people and eating them. And there's like one cutscene of the wolf guy being like, the leader wolf being like, yes, we can learn to live in peace with humans, I am sure. And then like they kill a bunch of the wolves, and the wolves are like, how could they kill us? And so they come and kill the wife during the marriage ceremony, and we're supposed to feel bad for them. And then there's a cutscene after the leader wolf dies of him being like somebody's pet, and we're supposed to feel bad about this somehow.
Protect Kaine morals.
And it's just like so stupid. It's like, why would I care more about these animals than a character that I have some connection with?
It's not open yet? Do I look like a goddamn
It's 11 in the morning. It's a little bit before noon. My goal is to get through this section of the game and get back up to where we are. There's some that are better than that. There's one where there's a robot that befriends the shade of a child after the mom dies in a being hunted down by humans, because of course it does. And so there's another boy, a human boy, who his older brother dies, and he blames the robots even though it was his fault. He just blames them to like protect his own like mentality, basically, because he doesn't want to take responsibility for his brother's death. And so we kill the like robot in the shade. Only 13 hours difference, yeah. Is it? No, it's impossible for a well, no, actually it's not impossible for a 13-hour difference because we're in daylight savings time over here. So we've shifted by like an hour.
No good bullshit bastard.
But I think you're thinking the wrong way.
Got it.
Kaine, look out!
I don't think it's 14 because by that point you're going the wrong direction. Because like, what time is it for you right now?
Huh?
Because really, it would only be a little after midnight. Gotcha. So I'm like 10 hours ahead instead of like 14 hours behind is another way to think about it. No, 12 hours should be max, because then at that point you're just going like the wrong direction, I feel like, right?
What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm 13 hours behind, but you could also say I'm 10 hours ahead. I don't know. I guess, is it still the 21st for you, or is it the 21st now that you're a little after midnight? Oh, gotcha, yeah. Okay.
We need to help Kaine.
Yeah, I thought 12 hours was the max then. Shows what I know, I guess.
We need to help Kaine.
But yeah, no, we started getting up earlier where I'm at, like by an hour.
You okay?
So it may have been 14 hour time difference before. It's supposed to be, it's called daylight savings time, where we get up like an hour earlier during one part of the day and like get up an hour later. It's supposed to be so that it's daylight when kids are going to school and stuff, so it's not super cold for them and stuff. But it kind of messes with sleep schedule for sure, and like trying to coordinate things over different time zones. See, like here, you can now hear the voices of the shades being like, oh, mommy's here. Don't you feel bad for this mommy? How many of you killed? How many? Your action can never be forgiven. Ah, yes, the shades. The things that are trying to kill us. How many have you killed? I don't know.
Asshole.
Yeah. Supposed to feel bad, but like I just don't. Yeah, fair enough.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Your heart is different.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't hatred, and it ain't sadness. What's going on here, Sunshine?
How should I know?
Kaine, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, all right?
Interesting. Oh, how very interesting.
It seems to look...
Oh yeah, Kaine's got a thing going on where she has she was basically mutilated by a shade, and another shade possessed her and is keeping her alive. But if she ever shows weakness, the shade will take over her body. That's why she has all the wrappings around her left arm and right leg, because those are the limbs that were torn off. Yeah, so she's saying that even though she can understand the shades and what they're saying, because the MC actually can't hear, because if she ever shows any weakness, the shade that's possessing her will like overtake her body. Yeah, this is just a scripted thing. I can keep killing it over and over again, but it's just not gonna do anything till we move on.
We can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Let's go!
Anyway.
This way! Move!
Yeah, no, Kaine is a fun character. She's got quite the foul mouth on her. Is there no blood texture on characters, or did you turn it off? There's blood in this game, but there's no like damaged blood on characters, no. Enemies spew out black or even red blood, but the MCs don't really have like a blood texture on them.
Please, hurry!
Why didn't I think of this before? Why didn't I just do this the first time around? I'm supposed to be running around all these boxes, but I can just break them with magic. Can't believe I didn't think to do that the first time around. Oh well.
Damn it, I can't get it open.
All right.
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too.
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Not really. I just killed the thing. You can kind of see that there's like blood effects on enemies when you hit them. And like blood splatter on the ground. Blood also gets on you as the MC, but...
Maybe you shouldn't have killed her friends.
Eh.
Look at her. So full of scorn and hate. She's just like you, Sunshine.
Like you're any different. Hate is just another crutch for you.
Hey now.
You're in pain, you're lonely, no one likes you. So you try to hide it under violence and hate.
I'm not like that at all.
It's okay.
It is.
Look, I'm the same way. Just realizing that isn't going to help. It's too late for us now. It's too late for everything. I'm too far gone, you and me. That's why we...
Okay. I was doing this poison thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about this section. Oh, these guys are interesting. That language they're speaking, it's supposed to be kind of a broken Japanese thing. It's not actual Japanese. They basically made a Vocaloid kind of thing for the language, so it sounds like they're kind of speaking Japanese, but not quite. Like the syllables are all mixed up in places. Apparently, according to an unknown reason with an unknown bug, some of the words are actually Japanese, but it's supposed to be a bunch of like sim-ease or whatever, you know, of actual Japanese. So it's kind of interesting from a technical perspective that they did that. Okay, we just have to leave them behind, unfortunately. I do like these characters. They're good characters. These are the ones that were fighting the wolves, by the way. The dude there, the main king, is our friend and had his wife killed by those wolves.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own! Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Yeah, I felt a lot more emotional about this the first time around, to be honest. Kind of just speed running through it now, but we weren't here that long ago, and it was kind of emotional about that. Like, that part kind of got me. Because I do like that character. Some healing items we can grab here. All right, time for this thing again.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Yeah. You can now look through those documents that they gave you. Long and short of it, humanity tried to save themselves from some sort of like black curse brought about by the events of like a previous game by separating their souls from their bodies and trying to like make fake like biomechanical bodies, which is what the MC and like some of the other characters are. But the process was messy and they ended up turning into those shadowy figures. That's all that's left of the actual humanity at this point.
My mind. I remember.
Yeah.
Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact,
Devil and Popola themselves are androids.
No.
Kind of like the androids you'll find in Automata if you play the game.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. All of us.
What are you...
So the...
There's multiple of the pairs of twins.
Crazy, huh? Sorry,
They're scattered
please,
all over
our
the place, overseeing the project.
You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Gosh, this is so stupid. Because if you feel that way now, and then I'm gonna kill one of you, and you're gonna be so mad at me. That you end up killing one of our friends.
Tools in the hands of a master.
No, I'm nothing like you.
Okay, watch this. So, sorry, we don't want to fight you, and then this happens, right? Okay, so we beat one of them.
Devila?
Oh no, one of them died after trying to kill us.
Devila? Popola. Are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry.
pieces. I love you.
Devil. Devil! Don't you go! No, no, I can't be alone! Devil!
Oh, this is very sad, isn't it? Maybe you should have made a different choice. You know, I don't even dislike Devil and Popola themselves. I just think the scene is stupid, Nick. I'm sorry, I just think the scene is stupid.
Now you want to stop?
Also, what were you trying to tell me last time when we did the squid thing? Oh, she can't talk?
Goddamn animal, and now
And
you
then we
wanna
went,
stop?
like...
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to. No
The stupid... You told me
It's way too late.
they can't talk. And I was like, what? That, no, she was clearly saying something at the end there. And you're like, no, they're not.
Please,
come on.
Don't do this, Popola. You and Devil were like parents to me. Those two have walked the world with her for time immemorial.
But it was really obvious. What's the point in lying to me? Like, that section makes it really obvious where the story is going to go with it. Honestly, it might have been better if you didn't know what she was saying. Also, what is the point of, like, the letter scene? The, like, this is a letter she wrote. What's it say? Rips it up. What was the point of that? Let me know what the letter says. Yoko Taro, why are you... Why don't you let me see the letter? At least let me see the letter.
No stopping. No stopping ever.
Can't stop, won't stop. And then this kills Emil. Gosh dang it. We gonna lose Emil for this?
I've got an idea.
I don't know. I just hate that this scene. I just don't have any sympathy for, like, this whole scene. Especially for the fact that it kills Emil. I don't even necessarily think it's bad writing. It just bugs me. It really bugs me.
It'll be all right.
It just really hurts that this is the way Emil dies, is because
You know,
Devil and
when I
Popola
was
can't
young,
make a different choice.
I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye,
Yeah.
my friends.
I don't know. I just...
Thank you for everything.
Listen, I'm interested in playing another Yoko Taro game when he eventually makes a new one, but I don't know if I'm going to go back to Drakengard and play through those games.
But now, I have a chance to save something.
Even if it isn't on a game that, like, references Nier Automata, even if it's not another Nier game, I'd be interested in playing another one of Yoko Taro's newer games, but I'm just not interested in going back to Drakengard, I think.
Emil! Emil!
If Drakengard is even more rough around the edges than this, you know.
You jackass, get back here!
Oh dear.
Yeah, just certain aspects of it. I think it's interesting, but, like, there's just certain things about it that really bug me, and I think just don't work.
Well, I guess they'll just have to learn.
Like I said, I'd be interested in playing a future Yoko Taro game, but if the previous ones are even less polished than this one, I think it would just, like, be too rough around the edges for me to, like, enjoy it too much. It's not even like it's necessarily a bad game. It's just, it could have been so much better
See you again. I want
with,
to
like,
see all of
what
you
I feel
again.
are some very simple changes.
Just one more time.
Like, Automata is, like, basically this game, but, like, way more polished, and it's very similar in a lot of its themes and everything.
I don't want to.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there are other games I'd rather play than going back to Drakengard and stuff, but I would be very much interested in playing like a new Nier game or even just something else that's not related to Nier that Yoko Taro makes. It's a bit of a shame that the mobile game is like gone. Otherwise I'd give that a shot. I'm not wholly opposed to like a mobile game. It would be kind of fun to see some of the characters in like a different setting and stuff, but it sounds like that's no longer a thing. Maybe I'd watch like a video about Drakengard or something like that, but I just can't imagine myself wanting to play that more than like, I don't know, like the Xenoblade games or something, right? I've never played those games. I think this is new. I don't think we saw this last time, did we? I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe if, like, I think the only way I'd play Drakengard is, like, if they port them to, like if Yoko Taro somehow gets the money to, like, port the Drakengard games to, like, a more modern system. Maybe I'd try them at that point just to see if they've cleaned things up a little bit more. But I just can't imagine going out of my way to, like, go back to play them. Okay. I'm interested to see like what lies beyond this. I really did want to get through like where we were at the ending of Route A today. So it looks like we'll be able to do that at least. And then maybe tomorrow we can get it a little bit further. I don't know if Route B ends here. I know there's a Route C. I do know that there is a Route C. But... oh, time for the love scene, guys. Everybody's favorite love scene. No, it makes it even better that you said that, because now I can't not think about that, that you said that in this. I think it makes it seem like simultaneously worse and better.
Let's go.
I think the scene worked without knowing that, but on replay value, knowing that Yoko Taro said that about this scene makes it funny. I'm glad I got the emotional punch of it the first time, but now every time that I play this game, I'm just gonna think of that. Okay. Yeah, I think the king was one of the better characters for sure, with his whole arc. I did not feel bad for the wolves at all, by the way, going through it. I thought it was honestly kind of dumb, because the writing establishes that the wolves have killed and eaten people, and then the Wolf King is like, what did we ever do to you? You stole our forest. Like, how am I supposed to care about that compared to the king and his wife, like, who are much more interesting characters? I don't know. I'm repeating some of what I said before, but people weren't here for it, so I'm just kind of talking while we're running through this section again. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of like stinks of like a writing trope I see in like a lot of like manhwa and stuff, where they'll give a character a backstory right before they kill them off. Like even sometimes during a fight, you'll get like a tragic backstory flashback for a character, for like a villain or something, while they're in the middle of a fight. And you're supposed to like care about them or like feel sympathy for them, and I just can't get behind it. It just is so dumb. Like to the point where I've read some stories and I'm like, oh, this character's getting his backstory. I guess they're dying within the next few chapters. Like, it's so dumb. Yeah, I know. We still have Route C to get through. So we'll get there when we get there, but we're getting closer. I'm doing my best to tear through the stuff that we've already seen, so. All right, time for this again. I assume things will change, or like we'll get a little bit farther this time around. Or maybe Route B will just end here and Route C will pick up right afterwards or something. Not sure. I don't know. I think that Automata does a better job of giving some backstory to the robots. I think part of that is because you're playing as a different character, and in context makes a bit more sense, I think, for how you see the flashbacks and stuff. And I think it's paced a bit better. I get what they're trying to do here, but I think that it doesn't work as much. I also feel like I'm supposed to feel bad for them, but like I get it. The wolves thing is supposed to be like the king and the king of the wolves or whatever, you know. They're both people just in a war trying to protect their own people and stuff, you know. No good like sides in a war kind of deal, right? I get what they're going for, but I just don't think it works super well. Like I, as the player, don't have any emotional attachment to the wolves themselves.
How could a Nier tool hope to stand against a shadow
Wesker.
lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
To this day, Dragon Guard 3 forever sits just 2 trophies short of platinum on his PS3, and I don't have to try to get me because it means being Route D. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I feel like if this game is Dragon Guard is even rougher around the edges than this game, I wouldn't be super interested in playing it over playing something like going through like the Xenoblade games or something.
I ain't certain about this, but I think your heart is wrong. The hate is gone. The sadness is gone. It's just a bunch of white light now. What the hell's going on here?
You can't tell, Timon. You won't be a voice in my life anymore. I've experienced fear, hate, and no sympathy. I'm a curse, a freak. I know that. But guess what? He still accepts me.
Oh, is this the love part? See, this makes me think more that she loves the MC more than the whole love scene.
You're doing this for him?
I'm tired of this world and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time.
Okay. See, that makes that's more of a love scene than, or more romantic. Or maybe not even romantic, maybe just familial, you know? Like, maybe it doesn't have to be romantic love, it just can be familial love or something. Yeah, I think, like I said, if Drakengard, like, if the Drakengard games somehow get, like, a port or a remaster from Yoko Taro, where maybe he can sand off some of the rough edges if he ever becomes a billionaire or whatever, then, sure. But otherwise, there's just, like, so many other things that require my attention, if you know what I mean.
brother.
Oh yeah, this time I won't have the stupid icon on the screen. Oh wait, I can still do it. Hey guys, let's check what the Steam status is. Oh, now we get to hear, understand what the brother's saying.
Stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I will say that dark one-handed blade from Automata fits the art style and DMC's like overall look pretty well, even though it wasn't originally designed for him. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, like I said, if it would require Yoko Taro becoming a billionaire probably to ever get like the proper ports made of those. It's like kind of a pipe dream thing. Like I imagine it's one of those things like if you ever had unlimited money, maybe Yoko Taro would do it. But other than that, like he's probably just kind of like trying to work on the current things he's working on. It's a bit of a shame that like his projects haven't panned out recently. Like he's talked about that he's been working on stuff but hasn't been able to properly put something out.
I love you.
I don't know. Again, if he makes something new, I will be interested to see what he makes, but
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
I think it'll be interesting to talk about the story of this game and compare it to my thoughts about Automata once I'm done playing the game. But yeah.
Primate, watch over Yona for me. You don't understand your sadness. You think I'm gonna sympathize with you?
Yeah, right.
I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down.
Oh yeah.
Now come on!
Maybe we'll get a chance to do that. We can either do it on stream or off stream after I finish the game. I don't know how close I am. I know I'm almost... Yeah. We'll see here. But I think we've got a couple more weeks. Maybe you could tell me for sure, but we're definitely getting close.
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Strike the killing blow.
Oh, by the way, I got through all the dad sections, the dad challenges. I was a little disappointed there wasn't a third set of outfits or whatever. Unless I missed that I unlocked those, but I don't think there was. Likely get 3 more streams. Okay, that works out then. Because tomorrow and then next weekend, right? And that'll probably be about the end of the month. And then next month I wanted to start the metaphor challenge run.
No bother.
Okay.
One moment, please.
Yeah.
You okay?
It's past midnight for you, Hedge. It's like almost like what 1 a.m. for you. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
let's go. Out of
Cooler
the way.
Nier gets also side graded to
I have
side
one
missions.
final task to fulfill.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. Is there a way to like play through this game as the dad? Can you like, is there a mode that unlocks if you beat the game or whatever that you can like replay through as the dad or whatever?
Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
Mods? Okay. Yeah, I know there's mods to like basically play as him wherever you want,
You're
but
an exceedingly stubborn lad.
I didn't know if there was like a side like replay value kind of thing.
Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name?
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Nice.
Let me guess, there's a lot of nude mods.
Go to your head now.
I mean, I looked at Nier Automata mods, alright? Oh, right. I have to remap, or they remap my, dodge roll and stuff.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
What's so bad about the mod scene for this game?
Shut.
Okay. Seems like the dialogue is good. Just don't want to spoil. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. I mean, I did like grab some mods for like Special K and stuff, but like I didn't see anything that looked spoilery. He didn't destroy it. His sister never wanted to possess somebody else's body. I understand him clinging on to wanting to see his sister again, but his sister didn't want to inhabit and ruin somebody else's life. They may have originally been vessels designed for them, but they've grown their own, like, personalities. I suppose. Nope, this is new, obviously. Oh, here we are. We're playing as the original Nier again. Oh, this is the start of the game, right? After defeating those monsters, we come around the corner, I think, right?
Here, you can have this cookie.
Don't worry about it, Yona. I'm already full.
Man, I have not heard young Nier again in a while.
Yesterday. You haven't been eating anything lately. Come on, at least take half.
Thanks.
Man, it's been a while since we saw these two, huh? At least the way that they are now. PNGs of like all the bosses. Okay.
Hey. Thanks for always being there for me. Oh, here. I brought your hat.
Thanks, Yona.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah. It's a hard situation. I feel bad for him. Oh, I guess that's the end of Route B. Okay. Then we can start Route C tomorrow. That'll be good. Overall, Route B is kind of disappointing for the fact that you don't get to play as, Kaine. I imagine it's just a budget thing. If they had as much budget as they did for Automata, they would have probably done it where you could play as Kaine. They probably just didn't have the budget to like make a fully playable secondary character for Route B, which is understandable. A little disappointing, but only probably partially because I played Automata, so I was kind of expecting that. If I hadn't played Automata, I think I wouldn't have expected that, so it would have been whatever. The extra context is nice. A lot of replaying, obviously, the same stuff that you did before, which is a bit annoying, but you can skip through a lot of dialogue, so it's not as bad. Obviously, I kind of ran through all that stuff pretty quickly, so it wasn't too bad. I guess we're in the last act of the game tomorrow, because I think Route C is the last one. I think. Not sure what Route C will hold. I imagine it'll continue past where Route A and B did in some capacity. Or at least hope that's different. I hope it's not. I hope Route C isn't just, yes, let's go through Route A again, the back half of Route A again, but with like dialogue from Emil's perspective or something. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's somewhat different. I imagine it will be, but yeah. Yeah, I'll find out tomorrow, Nick. I'm just spitballing here. Just don't say anything. Well, find out tomorrow, right? But yeah, overall, I do think the extra context with like the bosses overall was interesting. Some of them worked better than others. I think that the robot one worked, the wolf one didn't work, the Squid Girl worked okay, but it was, but yeah, 50-hour meal visual novel. Please, no, please, Yokotaro, no, no, Yokotaro, no. Just sitting here for the next 4 hours tomorrow, just doing another visual novel for a meal. Not even a visual novel, just a novel. It's just a straight up novel. But yeah, I do think that that part could have been done better. Like I said, I think that they should have broken up the backstory for Kaine into a reward for beating the bosses along the way. So you could like go in and read the rest of the backstory for yourself later. Kind of break it up and like let the player actually get to the gameplay. Because like I think having the first section of the new route be a short story that's broken up into multiple chapters with no save points is just a bad idea, because so many people are just going to skip through it. I think they're going to read like a little bit, be like, this is kind of interesting, and then just get bored and skip through the rest of it. Whereas if you paced it out and like gave it to them as a reward and they could like read it on their own time, at their own pace, I think that would have worked a lot better, and you wouldn't have had to do anything extra or new for it. Yeah, that's fine. If you just want to send it to me, and then like once I get like an hour into Route C or something, I'll check it out tomorrow. I don't know, maybe I should just no, I can't start an hour. Okay, so I do have, while we're sitting here waiting for the post-credit scene, I do have some news I may be getting a new job, and that job would have weekends off, so I would maybe able to push the streams a bit later in the day for the weekends. I've done morning streams for a while now, but I feel like most people don't show up for the first couple hours of stream anyway, so it might be worth pushing them back by a couple hours. I don't know. If I get the job, then I can maybe push streams back by a little bit on the weekends. Right now, the problem is that if I... Or like try them for the second half of the day. Right now, the problem is with my current job, I can't do that. Yeah. I mean, for Hedge, it was like, what, midnight or whatever, past midnight. Even though I started fairly early on. I don't know. I could experiment, kind of see like when people are awake anyway. No new mod for Kaine on Nexus anyway. Yeah, but Nexus bans some of those types of mods sometimes. So it might still exist somewhere. Oh, hi, Emil. Oh, right. Emil's just ahead in Automata. Oh, Emil's not dead. Right. We never did get an explanation of, like...
Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe how well my sister's body holds up.
Okay, that's, all right. Things I never thought I'd hear Emil say.
Move when you're just ahead. I wonder where everybody is. I can't wait to see them again. But before that can happen, there's some stuff I gotta do first. Like finding a body. Or at least some legs.
Okay.
I sure hope Kaine and Vice haven't killed each other yet. I swear, you leave them alone for 1 minute.
And all of a sudden, Kaine's wall pinning. They do have Yoko Taro's little Emil outfit for Emil. Gotcha. All right. Well, that officially concludes Route B. By the way, you asked about Noir. You're still wondering about that, or you got it? What did I... Sorry, Noir? You'll have to refresh me. The name Noir doesn't sound familiar. What? Who got what? Oh, the Black Book. Yes. Yeah, because it was mentioned that in the files that you get before the fight with Popola and Devila, that they were going to be using the books for something. And they had them at the start of the game, with like the original Yona and Nier. He just never lost it over 1,000 years time skip. Yeah, but how did they get it in the first place? How did two random children get their hands on this, like, or why were they given these like books that were part of this project, you know, like this experiment? Like, it seems like they were deployed intentionally for some reason. Or like they were given to them intentionally. But why them, and what was the purpose? I don't know if that's been explained yet, or I missed it. Iron Pipe lore. Oh, that is true, yeah. I do know that the Iron Pipe lore has like the weapon story is written from their perspective. I think I did see that when I was looking at weapons, because what happened was I was looking to see which weapons were the best in the game, and I saw that the Iron Pipe lore had like kind of like a thing. They were handed out like candies. Okay. Gotcha. They were just trying to like move the project along. They had specifically a picture of Yona though. So that seemed intentional to some degree. I mean, like maybe Vice was given specifically to her or something, because didn't she have a book as well? Like he had Noir and she had Vice. Originally. I don't think I'm spoiling it at this point, but we'll save it for the VC. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Just trying to throw things at the wall, see what's stuck. Okay. Maybe it'll become more clear as we get further along. Seems like there'll be more story. Oh, boy. Ending C. Obtain all the weapons in the game. You'll be able to make one final decision that affects the story. Huh. I have 90% of the weapons. Interesting. I've got 90% of the weapons, and I did all the father quests, so we're getting pretty close. I'll have to guess. I guess I'll have to find the last ones. Maybe you guys can direct me once I start up Route C tomorrow. But for now, I think that'll be good. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and everything. I'm interested to see what Route C brings, obviously. See how Yoko Taro tries to tie everything together. See if the ending is a little bit better, in my opinion, than Automata. I'm trying to think how I feel about it compared to Automata so far. I think the gameplay works better for the kind of game it is. The side content isn't as good. And in terms of the story, I think I still need to see how the story plays out for the rest of that. I need to see like the end of the story. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for Route C. If not, maybe I'll see you later this week or next weekend or something. Either way, hope you guys are having a good weekend and everything. I'll see you later. But in case I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you, Virgil. See you, Nick. Thanks to anybody else lurking or watching. Hope you have a good one.